Justin Bieber is finally breaking his silence on Usher's alleged ties to Diddy's so-called gay mafia and rumored connections to devil worship. Despite Usher being his longtime mentor, Bieber has noticeably distanced himself from him over the years. Now he's revealing that being discovered by Usher wasn't the blessing it seemed to be. In fact, he believes it had a negative impact on his well-being.
I ain't gonna stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's gonna be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right. So look out. We're coming.
You get career. Do you know Raymond Usher the Fourth?
No.
Do you know an individual, an entertainer by the name of Usher?
Yeah, Usher. That sounds familiar.
Isn't it true that Usher was instrumental in starting your career?
What does that have to do with this litigation, Mr. DeKalb? This is just you trying to harass the client.
Before we came back here, you had asked me.
She's going to read
Let her read back the question. Thank you for your memory.
Is it true that Usher was very instrumental in starting the That was the last question.
I was found on YouTube. I think that I was detrimental to my own.
Following Diddy's arrest and the viral leak of his video with Usher, Justin Bieber has unfollowed Usher and reportedly cut off communication with him. Usher was named in Diddy's lawsuit, and since then, Justin has even refused to perform alongside him at the Super Bowl. Rumors have long circulated about Usher's alleged connections to Diddy and the true motives behind signing Justin Bieber, with some suggesting a darker narrative. Now it appears that even Justin sees Usher as the antagonist in his story.
I'm here, and there's a lot to cover. Justin Bieber is continuing the purge. He has now moved to unfollow Usher, his original mentor. So this is a very big story, and the reason why we should discuss this and we should not diminish what is happening, it's not celebrity drama. This is actually the fall of Babylon that we are witnessing, Hollywood Babylon, that is. Something happened in the background, and people started noticing some things last year. In 2024, you guys will remember that Usher was tapped to perform at the Super Bowl. And people therefore assumed, because usually when you are tapped to perform the Super Bowl, you bring in all your hits, you call up all your homies, there's all of these guest surprises of people jumping on stage, and it's a trip down memory lane. So everyone was really hyped and assuming that Justin Bieber would be on the stage with him, especially because Justin Bieber went to the Super Bowl. The signs were there. But then news began breaking that actually no, Justin Bieber had snubbed him, that he had turned down Usher.
It might have been the fact that he was just, wanting to tell a different story right now. And I understand that. But we did have a brief conversation, and we're going to do something else in the future. But there's no love lost or anything like that. I think that it's a lot of pressure for the Super Bowl, obviously, for me to put together a show. So I reached out to everybody. Justin wasn't the only person that I actually spoke to about doing the Super Bowl. But the moment was maybe for later.
But Usher says we shouldn't count Justin out as a future halftime headliner.
He's going to play the Super Bowl. I'll go ahead and give you that in the future. I profess that over his life and over his time, because he has a career that deserves it. But it just didn't happen, but that doesn't mean it's not going to.
Just listen to what Usher has to say about Justin. Keep in mind that Usher is a grown man talking about a 13-year-old's private parts. Sajuu 3. Usher has been mentioned in Lil Rod's lawsuit as one of Diddy's alleged facilitators. While Usher has consistently denied any involvement, new details may be emerging. Over the years, rumors have circulated about his connections to influential figures in the industry, with speculation about his alleged involvement in a so-called gay mafia. In 2012, reports surfaced that Usher allegedly transmitted herpes to a man and 2 women, resulting in a settlement exceeding $1 million.
First time you met Justin Bieber, this kid comes up to you. He's not Justin Bieber yet. He's just some kid. And he says, I want to sing for you.
It was at the studio of Jermaine Dupri. I said, why don't you set up a meeting between me and your manager? I'd love to meet with you and do this in a formal setting. I'm late for an appointment with Jermaine Dupri.
Right.
And I don't want to keep him waiting, let's just do this the right way.
And then you have them come to audition for you, right?
Actually, it was a few people. My wife at the time.
Right.
It also was Perry Reed, L.A. Reid's first wife.
So you were all sitting in a room.
We were in a room.
Yeah.
And I showed her the video. And Perry says, "Are you crazy? You better get down there and meet this kid right now. He's amazing."
When all these pics come out and all this stuff with Bieber's big penis, are you the mastermind behind that? Say, listen, show off your big penis when people come to those concerts. Or are you sitting there?
Is that the kind of man he's doing?
Usher, are you sitting down with him and say, yeah, show your cock, or leave it in your pants? I mean, do you sit him down and say, look, part of this is PR,
Hey,
man.
by the way, he does have a brain of his own.
Yeah, but were you shocked at the size of his penis?
Hey, listen, he has a mind of his own. What he chose to do with his penis is his prerogative. He's managing that aspect of his life.
But Usher is somebody.
I have nothing to do with Justin Bieber's private.
There have long been rumors surrounding Usher's sexuality, with claims surfacing over the years. Orlando Brown once alleged that he had an intimate encounter with Usher. Some speculate that both Usher and Diddy are part of an influential group within the entertainment industry. Lord Jamar has voiced his belief that major record labels are deeply interconnected, working together to protect their own interests while covering up scandals and mistreating artists. Even more startling, Jamar suggests that Diddy isn't the true power at the top. He believes there's someone even more influential pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Anyways, I want to also just show you this montage. This is a montage that was shared by Edie Magazine. They do great work on their TikTok of Justin Bieber, again, just 15 years old, in Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults. And you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
Wow! I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like, that was fun. Wow, look at your eyes. Them beautiful place. Alright, now it's time to...
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer Justin Bieber.
I have like little girl fans. I can't go.
Well, some documents have leaked about Usher. They were obtained by Radar Online. And apparently back in 2009 and 2010, he had contracted herpes and passed it on to a celebrity stylist having unprotected sex with her. He had to pay $1.1 million to that woman for severe emotional distress. And he also covered her medical bills. That case was settled back in 2012. Now, allegedly, there was a greenish discharge from his penis.
Whoa, that's a booger. That's not a booger. Your penis boogers? I didn't know that.
He said he went to the doctor. He was cleared of any STD. So the woman went on and continued. Now, if I notice a greenish discharge oozing out of his penis,
This ain't Nickelodeon.
I don't know that I would
That ain't
continue.
slime. What you gonna say? I know all these kids playing with slime nowadays, but no.
I don't care who you are, okay?
Nothing green supposed to be coming out your penis. Yeah, not at all. That's not how this works. Yellow comes out my penis and white.
There has been speculation and controversy surrounding Diddy and Usher, with resurfaced footage showing Diddy making playful yet suggestive comments about sharing a bed with Usher. This has fueled rumors about their past relationship. Additionally, some allege that Usher was not only involved with Diddy, but may have also played a role in other disturbing activities, including influencing younger artists like Justin Bieber. However, these claims remain unverified and are based on speculation rather than concrete evidence.
Love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just saw me see Busta in the airport too. That was from California. I didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And, you know, coward little.
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
What's his name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence
Howard. Usher. Usher's an Usher.
Yeah, you gotta trademark that. But do you believe hip hop got a gay mafia?
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yeah. and that they want you to be down with their shit in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is. He's one of the members of the mob. He's a mafia member. But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the godfather. You see? He's not the godfather. He's one of the heads of the families. You see? We have different families. We got that. We got what do we have? Death Row. We have the different fam. We got Arista Records, The Face. These are the fucking families in the mafia. You dig? Those record companies are like.
Usher was signed to Diddy at just 13 years old and played a key role in shaping Diddy's empire over the years. As a young artist, Usher was sent to Puffy's Flavor Camp to live with him, a decision he later admitted he wouldn't make for his own son. Despite this, Usher once granted Diddy legal guardianship over Justin when he was still a child.
Being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're going to put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there. You got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We was fighting. We was tussling.
We want to thank you, man. Don't sit on the bed and no homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed. It's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it. You did it. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not giving it. Shout out to him and what he did. If we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off the goddamn plane. I should.
Backstage, my brother right here from day one used to wake up and pause, but like just out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because we used to always get up early.
During a recent interview with Apple, Justin became emotional while reflecting on his experiences as a child artist. With tears in his eyes, he admitted that even now, he carries deep shame over what he endured at such a young age. He hinted at troubling experiences involving Diddy that still haunt him to this day, saying they send shivers down his spine. Now, Justin is determined to protect young artists from facing the same fate, using his voice to bring awareness to the dark side of the industry.
Flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in his Range Rover. Rolls up, and I was like, "Is that who I think it is?" And Scooter was like, "Yeah." And so I ran up to him and I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one? And he was like, let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out. So the politest possible way you could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And a week later, he actually watched my videos with my manager and was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I let him sing? So put me back to Atlanta where I got to meet him again. And he wanted to sign me. But there was something else.
Justin Timberlake, right?
Yes, Justin Timberlake also wanted to sign me. It was like kind of like what happened was Justin Timberlake and Usher both went into a ring and boxed it out. And the outcome was Usher. I think it was a TKO.
Trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the tenant for 48 hours. Think about that. He'd already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. and you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came, discovered it, and managed him, and got custody of him, promised to look after him, and then he sent him to the devil. Does that sound like a good guy?
Horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart. We took Justin Bieber there. Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark, but I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
Well, for me, music comes from somewhere.
Right.
Maybe it comes from this youthful naivety and this desire to escape something. And then you get out there in front of the world, and then it comes from a place of wanting more of it.
Yeah. I mean, just think about how young I was and so impressionable. And you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times, and I just want people to understand, the psychology behind why I potentially could have problems in my life. So, yeah, thank you for being here and helping me tell that story. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people take for granted encounters, and I just want to protect her, I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
Do you realize how important your story is? Every time I have a conversation with someone who's been through this unique type of experience, I'm searching for some kind of truth that can help.
I commend you for going there and asking the tough questions and the things that people don't want to talk about, and they don't want to go there because it's revealing, and I want people to take a look at my story, and hopefully my words can make a difference.
Justin Bieber turned 15, and it suddenly seemed that Hollywood was keen to almost initiate him. I think that's the right word. There was almost this initiation that he needed to go through. So I want you to be now super uncomfortable and watch this video of an interaction between him and none other than Diddy. Take a listen.
Justin, he's in UFC movie 48 Hours. Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the time of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Since I've been around him, everything that's gone forward has been that of the devil. The drugs, the alcohol, the partying, everything has been of the devil. And he's been leading not only himself, our people, into some kind of damnation through his actions.
I'm just in disbelief, man. To see his downfall. He's been on the long run, man. So, to see this is crazy, man. How long has he been famous?
Nah, so you gotta realize, he didn't get his fame until after he made that, remember, you gotta remember this, Mighty. I said he made the atmosphere for Pac to die. He made the atmosphere for Big to die. He created the atmosphere, you understand, for Suge Knight to go to jail because that's what came out of his mouth.
Diddy's parties. The dark truth, where there's smoke, there's fire, and the rumors surrounding Diddy just keep piling up. Could there be more to the story? Justin has been noticeably silent, and many celebrities seem to be avoiding the topic altogether. I was reading about Cam and the kid who claimed that after attending Diddy camp, he started heavily using drugs, getting high, and drinking every day. What would make a young artist with big dreams suddenly spiral into addiction? Typically, it's trauma, or maybe something much darker. Is Usher just another pawn in Diddy's game, or is he just as guilty? What do you think about these shocking revelations? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest secrets.